University, 1964. The long-predicted student population explosion erupted. The enrollment, a record 18,710 full-time regular students on the Lafayette campus, and predictions of many more in the near future. The university administration works hard to meet the demand for a better education for more students. In Fort Wayne, a new Indiana-Purdue regional campus was dedicated in the fall. The building is the first to be built and operated jointly by two major universities. The regional campus will enable many students to obtain their undergraduate degrees at less cost while living at home. Purdue also operates regional campuses at Hammond and Indianapolis, and a center at Michigan City. Over 6,200 students are enrolled in off-campus programs. At the West Lafayette campus, construction of new buildings helps meet the needs of additional students and staff. South of the Purdue Memorial Union, across State Street, is the new Krannert Graduate School of Industrial Administration building, the first high-rise academic structure on the campus. The 9-story building houses the Krannert Graduate School of Industrial Administration, the School of Industrial Management, and the Department of Agricultural Economics. The $4 million building is a gift of Dr. and Mrs. Herman C. Krannert and other donors. At the dedication, Dr. Krannert presented a symbolic key to the new building to Frederick L. Hovde, President of Purdue University. To the south of the Krannert building is the new modern 10-story graduate house. This provides housing for 530 graduate students and the administrative offices of the Purdue Graduate School. To the east of the Memorial Union across Grant Street is a new 6th-floor parking garage which will house 627 cars at one time. The garage is open 24 hours a day. Parking is available for a fee to staff members, students, alumni, and visitors. Under Grant Street and State Street are subwalks enabling visitors to enter the garage from the Union, Memorial Center, Graduate House, or the Krannert building without going out of doors. The new Civil Engineering building, dedicated during Gala Week, is located to the north of the Chemical and Metallurgical Engineering building. The old Civil Engineering building is still in use, while plans are being made to remodel it. The Jet Propulsion Center complex, located to the west of the Purdue Airport, will have two new buildings. The building housing the library and office facilities is nearing completion. A new university fire station is located just west of the recreational gymnasium, near the new high-rise residence halls for men and women. Amelia Earhart Hall, an 8-story structure housing 804 co-eds, was opened this fall. Benjamin Harrison Hall, a dorm for men, is scheduled for use in 1966. A new fraternity park in Purdue University's Tower Acres is located on the former site of the David Ross Road housing in the Purdue Golf Course west of the stadium. Occupancy of the first of the completed houses is scheduled for the 1965-66 school year. Plans include space for 11 fraternity or sorority houses. A new basketball arena and football practice field will be located north of the field house. Construction of a new high-rise building to house the Division of Mathematical Sciences is underway on the site of the old Purdue Hall. The new Slater Center for the Performing Arts is southwest of the stadium and east of the wall. Funds for the center were donated by the late Dr. Gaines Slater, class of 21, and Mrs. Slater. Dr. Slater attended a band concert and open house in the new center after the Wisconsin-Purdue football game, only 5 days before suffering a fatal heart attack. Left to right are Professor Al G. Wright, Director of University Bands, President Hovde, Dr. Slater, and Paul Spots Emmerich, Director Emeritus of Bands. Mrs. Slater, the former Marie Four, class of 20, was present for the dedication ceremony during Gala Week. Formal presentation of the structure was made by the Slaters' son, John H. Slater, class of 56. President Hovde thanked the Slaters on behalf of the university. The Purdue Industrial Research Park now houses more than a dozen research and development operations representing some of the nation's largest industries. Offering an alliance between education and industry, the park enables industry to take advantage of a favorable environment for research, development, and other purposes. There are 78 similar college parks in the United States. The Purdue Park, only a few years old, is now the third largest. Purdue faculty, staff, and students are making friends around the world. The Indian Institute of Technology near Kanpur, India, is a new school being developed by the government of India with the help of the Kanpur Indo-American program. A consortium of 9 American universities, including Purdue, is assisting in the development of the new school into a major center for the education of engineers and scientists. Established in 1960, the campus is developing rapidly. In South America, Purdue's Brazil program operates under a contract with the Agency for International Development of the U.S. Department of State. The program is designed to help Brazilian agricultural universities to develop a philosophy of practical service to rural people, including teaching, extension work, and research. Goal of the program is to help develop a basic core of well-trained Brazilian agricultural and home economics personnel. Purdue specialists representing many fields of agricultural work have helped with this project. In France, at the University of Nancy, a group representing the Purdue University Theater presented the musical comedy The Fantastics at the Invitational World Festival of University Theaters. Professor Ross D. Smith, University Theater Director, took a cast of 8 actors, a pianist, and stage manager to present the production. The festival drew troops from 24 countries. Purdue was the only university from the United States taking part in the program. The trip was financed from theater box office proceeds and a grant from the Purdue Research Foundation to cover expenses at no cost to taxpayers. In South America, 65 Purdue University bandsmen, under the direction of Professor Al G. Wright, went on a Christmas holiday concert tour of Columbia. The week-long tour included parades, concerts in plazas, theaters, parks, and bullfight rings. All expenses for the band were paid for by Columbian sugar companies and involved no tax money. Back in West Lafayette, the Obernkirchen Children's Choir from Germany gave a concert in the Hall of Music and had a reunion with members of the Varsity Glee Club. The club had visited the youngsters during a tour of Europe last summer. During their visit to Purdue, the German youngsters were entertained at a luncheon at the home of Dr. Albert P. Stewart, director of Purdue Musical Organizations. While there, the children were presented with Purdue Glee Club T-shirts, a very special acknowledgement of the warm friendship of one singing group for another. It was a Halloween homecoming full of treats. Purdue alumni are welcome back on the campus at any time of the year, but special welcomes are prepared during homecoming. Displays were up on the lawns of fraternities, sororities, co-ops, and residence halls. During the football halftime festivities, Lynn Kramer was crowned homecoming queen. She's the daughter of Charles E. Kramer, class of 40, and Nelta Wood Kramer, class of 42. Following the game, signs were put up to help alumni find their classmates. Another special event for members of the Purdue Agricultural Alumni Association was the famous Stag Fish Fry, an annual joke-filled meeting held in the University Armory. The organization, whose motto is service to agriculture, in more serious moments, supports worthwhile programs, projects, and research. In May, alumni returned to the campus for Gala Week. Ernest K. Matlock, Detroit, class of 1900, and the Purdue Band led this year's class parade. At the end of the parade, class members may have remembered the Purdue of their college days around 1950. The campus has changed since 1950. A wreath was placed in honor of John Purdue. The Alumni Scholarship Foundation Class Agents Dinner was held in the Memorial Union during Gala Week. The importance of the scholarship program to the individual students, the university, and the nation was stressed. Appreciation for a helping hand was expressed by some of the scholarship winners. The 1915 class, celebrating its 50th reunion, brought along their own Golden Girl mascot, Golden Annie, for Golden Anniversary. Class President H.S. Irish O'Brien rode a fire engine escort to a hot time in Lafayette for the 106 returning members. Visiting alumni noticed that students still found time to relax, to enjoy themselves, and to carry on some of the Purdue traditions. In spite of very rainy weather, enthusiastic seniors took part in the annual Court Parade. Here is Purdue's All-American Marching Band.
When Purdue met Wisconsin in Ross-Ade Stadium, the Boilermakers moved out to a 14-0 lead. On the second scoring drive, Gordon Teeter takes a handoff from Bob Breezy, goes wide right and throws a pass downfield to halfback Jim Morrell. Wells knocked out of bounds on the Badgers' 17-yard line. On the next play, fullback Bill Harmon tries the left side of his own line and goes 2 yards to the 15-yard line. 2 plays later, Greasy throws a short pass down the middle to Bob Hadrick, Purdue's great pass receiver. Hadrick is down at the 3. Junior Randy Manier hits over left guard for 1 tough yard to the Wisconsin 2. On the last play in the drive, Teeter carries through a fast closing hole over right tackle for the touchdown. With Peter holding for the point after try, Greasy's kick is up and good, and the score reads Purdue 14, Wisconsin nothing.
How would you like to have a computer pick your blind date for a Friday the 13th dance? Over 1,200 Purdue students bought tickets and answered a few questions designed to match heights, interests, and backgrounds. The computer matched the answers. Boys and girls met their dates at the dance. The computer is also being applied to problems caused by the recent knowledge explosion. The University Library, located in Memorial Center, receives about 17,000 issues of journals, magazines, and other periodicals a month. Modern sorting and printout techniques will make information about these publications more rapidly accessible. Information now obtained from conventional library card files will be available in book catalogs, printed from machine alphabetized punched cards and magnetic computer tape. Copies of these book catalogs can be easily updated and duplicated. Alumni on a tour of the campus might have encountered both new and familiar sights. In laboratories of the School of Home Economics, advanced students analyzed fabric for characteristics that the consumer thinks of in terms of wear, shrinkage, washability, color fastness, and elasticity. In a room of standardized conditions of temperature and humidity, the students used scientific instruments to measure properties of various textiles, or to simulate actual long-time wear in just a few minutes. An increasing number of male students studying institutional management are required, like all home economics majors, to study textiles. A study of lace and clothing styles was enhanced by a recent gift to the School of Home Economics. A collection of valuable lace belonging to the late Mrs. Jessie Yost Berry was presented to the university. The remodeled University Art Gallery featured a unique art exhibit of 150 paintings, limited to 24 by 64 inches in size. The exhibit, sponsored by the Department of Art and Design, was selected from 1,000 pictures submitted from all over the nation. Chemical engineers worked with a solvent extraction column, a separation process in which a chemical is transferred from one liquid to another. Civil engineering students learned surveying techniques. New innovations in teaching using programmed learning and teaching machines were tried as an experiment in a class in educational psychology. In the School of Aeronautics, Astronautics, and Engineering Sciences, researchers made a uniaxial isothermal stress relaxation test on a polyurethane rubbery material to evaluate material properties under large elongations for several polymer materials. George Palmer, class of 45, used a plasma jet hypersonoid hyperthermal wind tunnel for a demonstration of re-entry heating on a blunt nose solid graphite body. At the end of the school year, Professor Helen R. Johnson, head of the new Department of Nursing in the new School of Technology, showed the Purdue pin to be worn by Purdue's first graduates in nursing. The university opened its first nursing course 2 years ago to help meet the needs of a growing population. The course leads to the 2-year associate degree in applied sciences. The new Purdue nursing cap was modeled. And as Purdue students become Purdue alumni, they gather around a piano as they think of their years at Purdue and join in a familiar school song. Why not hum along?